Well, back to Fog Wrestling, and today we're going to be talking about the double standards in WWE. They wouldn't do this if it was the men. Welcome back to the channel. And what they're talking about, they wouldn't do this if it was the men. What are they talking about? I hear you say, well, let Big Stevie Cool let you tell you what I hear you say. Brother, testify. They're talking, of course, about the Daddy Dom and Liv Morgan storyline. They wouldn't do this with the men's world champion, brother. Well, let me tell you something. They would do it with the men's world championship, and they've done it before in the past with big stars on their show. I mean, just look at the history of wrestling. Like, look at it. Most times there's been a woman involved in these storylines. Like, the megapowers colliding. You get Triple H and Jericho. You get like Matt Hardy, Edge, albeit yes, not for the world title, but still a big feud, right? You've like Cena, things with AJ Lee in there, Cena, Kane, Eve Torres, and Zack Ryder. So for people to pretend that this stuff doesn't exist in the male side of things, it's just a joke. And you know, there's like a million other examples, which we'll get to in a minute, but it's like, really, what are they doing? Liv Morgan's flirting with Dominic Mysterio, trying to get in the head of, I mean, what do we think is going on? She's trying to get in the head of Rhea Ripley. She told her, I'm going to take everything from you, took the world title. Taking Dom, and looks like set to take the faction. But they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that with the men. They wouldn't do that with the men. Of course they do it with the men. It's been proven in the past that they have done it in the men. There's no such thing as double standards. I mean, come on. Like look at it. Look at the numbers. Look at Randy Orton and Triple H, 2009. Stephanie McMahon in the middle. You've also got Kane and Lita, Matt Hardy, Edge. I mean, like I know I've already said Matt Hardy about an Edge. I mean, you get TNA, you've got Karen Jarrett. I get it, right? But the world title hasn't been involved. This is all like main event level feuds, man. It's just been a part of wrestling since the get-go. You know, the inclusion of women. Look at late '99 with Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. You know, some of the best wrestling storylines have came from the involvement of men and women together, regardless if like there's a majority men or majority women. You know, like Christian and Jericho, Trish Stratus, like Stephanie, Linda McMahon. That whole thing at Mania X7, that moment when Linda McMahon steps up and boots Finny Mac right in the plums, right in the grapefruits, and people are going to pretend that sucks because of double standards. These people that claim this haven't watched wrestling when it was any fucking good, and it couldn't be more blatantly obvious to see. Like they seem to think that like it's either split. They either hate this Liv Morgan stuff or they love it. As for us on Fog Wrestling, we think it's decent. We don't think it's fantastic, but we don't think it sucks either. And it's 2024. Everybody's woke. Everybody's pathetic. It's just embarrassing, man. Like some of the stuff that gets let go just for like their own agendas. It's like, look how much Hulk Hogan's been hated on, right? Compared to others like Ric Flair. Then you get Triple H, but because he's booking good, everyone just completely glosses over the fact when Mark Henry was getting into the ring in '98, Triple H is doing the monkey gestures. Everything's got an agenda, folks, right? Absolutely everything. What about all the men that have been? What about all the men, right, that have been made to look weak by women in like the past decade, where they can't even interact with women? You know, women could do anything to their faction, to their title hopes, and they just have to stand there. No one fucking talks about that because it's got double standards written all over it. You know, there's a set of double standards, and it's not for the men, it's for the women, if anything. It's actually pathetic as fuck, is what it is. It's embarrassing, to say the least. But, you know, people can't see it. Well, they can't see it. It's just this, you know, woke agenda. Well, they just refuse to see it. But anyway, guys, it was fun in that wee video there talking about the double standards of WWE, because there is. No one can fucking tell me otherwise that there is. There isn't. You know, the women are being pushed so fucking strong in recent years, forced down people's throats, and you've got the audacity of people saying, oh, they wouldn't do this if it was the men. Well, you know what? See if there was 3 people. You know, look at fucking Sasha Banks and Belair. You know, they're not mega draws. See if there were 2 men, they wouldn't be nowhere near a main event. That's just the reality of the thing. They were there because they're women. You know what I mean? Numbers don't lie. The Fog Wrestling knows what we're on about.